Hello. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Sorry, I didn't mean to abruptly stop the music, but I'm here. How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? Answer me, god damn it. Answer me. Let me have some Silent Hill music, because this is a Silent Hill stream. And my god, we deserve some Silent Hill music. Daddy, chill. Okay. All right. Hello. Hey PTZ, how's it hanging? How's it hanging? Okay, let me start it over. I said, let me start it over. How is everybody doing? So I think I finally got the camera right. So now it's like close in my face, so you guys can have intense eye contact. Pretty low, man? Thanks for asking. Yeah, today was kind of a bad day for me. Don't worry, I'm not gonna trauma dump. Am I gonna talk about my feelings? I just need to detox. You guys probably thinking, this guy is messed up. He's weird. I am. I am very weird. Okay. Alright, so I have the chat up. And we're all watching the goods. How do I sound? How do I sound, chat? Do I sound good? Let me know if the music is too loud, because if it's too loud, I can lower it a little bit. We are gonna have some fun today. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I sound good? Awesome. So I just posted a video earlier today, and I got some feedback on that video. And I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I got a lot of feedback on that video. So we could just read the comments, even though the video is just starting to get going. Whatever you guys want to do. But my plan for today was for us to just talk, to have a discussion on what F means. What does F mean? What the F does F mean? So I'm very excited to talk with you guys, to theorize with you guys, because that's going to be my next topic for this video. I'm going to make a script about what F means. And I have a couple ideas. Not a lot, but I have a couple. So, don't be shy. I don't bite much. So yeah, I'm just reading the comments of my latest video. If you guys haven't already, I just released my latest video on my thoughts on Silent Hill F. And if you guys have any questions about that video that you want to ask me directly, please feel free. I know that sometimes my videos aren't the greatest in terms of understanding what exactly I'm trying to say. Because sometimes, like, for example, I said that we got another CGI trailer, but I didn't mean to say CGI. I meant cutscene. In-game cutscene, or just another trailer. Nothing gameplay related. So it wasn't CGI. I meant to say in-game cutscene, or a cutscene trailer. So, my bad. So, I should probably sit up a little bit more straight. Alright. Okay. Oh, you're gonna check it out? Okay, that's cool. Do what you gotta do. So I was thinking about playing some Call of Duty Zombies while we discuss Silent Hill stuff. Which I know is kind of weird. How am I gonna play Call of Duty while we talk about Silent Hill? Those are two completely different genres. And Call of Duty is kind of like my chill. It's my zen place. It's what I do when I'm thinking about stuff. I like to play Call of Duty Zombies. So we could do that, or we can play a different game. We can even play a game that's horror related if you guys are interested in that. I'm just gonna wait a little bit until we get more people. Until we get more people who are interested, who are not shy. So yeah, I'm just pulling up my portfolio of horror games or regular games. So um, last weekend, I went to Best Buy and I bought a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD. So I was able to download a shit ton of games that I had in my library. So that's what I'm talking about. More shit, more stuff to download into my library. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff that we can do. Plenty of stuff we can do. I'm excited. So I was so sick and tired of playing on my Xbox controller because it was wired. It's not wireless. So I bought myself an 8-bit DO controller. And this one's pretty cool because this one came with a charging dock and a USB dongle. And I connected the USB dock to my PC, and the dongle is connected to the dock, so I can play using this controller wirelessly, which is really cool. So I'm actually, this was like $45. I'm actually very proud of this purchase. So yeah. So yeah, I recently released a Silent Hill F video highlighting a pretty glaring problem that I had with the Silent Hill F trailer, or the concept of Silent Hill F. And honestly, I think the premise is really good. I like the direction that they're going. However, I'm afraid of what will ensue after Silent Hill F. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I think they should just completely reboot the franchise, remake/remaster the legacy titles, Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let that be its own little separate universe from the new Silent Hill stuff, and make the new Silent Hill games, kind of like a reboot. And a lot of people were talking about the Silent Hill phenomenon, and I thought it was an interesting topic point to bring up in my latest video, because essentially I don't really like the Silent Hill phenomenon, how they explained it, because it just seems like it's a very lazy way to just say, hey, we can go wherever we want now. It doesn't have to be strictly in Silent Hill, which Silent Hill is such a powerful place. There's just so much you can do, especially with Silent Hill 4, where you're literally just trapped in a room for a good majority of the game, and then you're able to traverse different worlds and stuff, which was such a cool concept. But apparently they just ran out of ideas. Silent Hill Homecoming tried to do something different with the franchise by coming up with a new town located around the Silent Hill area, Shepherd's Glen. And it had a really good it had a cool concept of pretty much the founding fathers of that town sacrificing their own children to appease the gods. But it was just very, very, very poorly executed, in my honest opinion. I was so bored with the story until like near the very end, when things started to get interesting and you started to understand what was going on. But the gameplay was just so bad that there was no saving that game up until that point. But Silent Hill F, it's in a completely new place. It's entirely Japanese, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's cool that they're going back to their roots. However, what made Silent Hill so unique was that it had a mixture of westernized horror influences, like Twin Peaks, a lot of David Lynch's films, and Jacob's Ladder. Jacob's Ladder is more for Silent Hill 2. Lost Highways with Bill Pullman. There was a lot of influences in the original the first 4 Silent Hill games, and how my colleague Jayhawk pointed out, and he said it masterfully. He said that it was a westernized horror viewed with a Japanese lens, which is the perfect way to describe Silent Hill. And, being too Japanese, it feels like it's an overcorrection, where they kind of acknowledge like, hey, we've been too westernized, so we're just gonna completely go all in Japanese. So it's like they're just going the opposite direction instead of having that nice middle ground that made it so that it was not only just, I don't want to say relatable, but it was understandable for Western audiences and understandable for Japanese and other audiences. I don't want to just say Japanese audiences, but essentially it was like a combining of both worlds, and it made a very good mixture. So I really do hope that Silent Hill F can really just aim for the fences. Like, I really want that game to be a success because it looks like they have a lot of potential, especially with a talented writer, because Silent Hill has not had the greatest writing for a long time. For a very long time. And now that we're actually having a competent writer, a writer that has horror credentials, there's a lot of potential for that, especially a writer that is familiar with Silent Hill. Like, a lot of people like to point out, like, it's Neobards, it's gonna suck because they don't make good games. People forget that Team Silent were a bunch of rejects. They didn't make a lot of successful games. And Konami was like, I want you guys to make the next Resident Evil. And they did, but they made it its own thing, and it was beautiful. So people tend to forget that Team Silent was not the dream team. They were more like the D team. Like, they weren't the top choice at all. Combat, I'm not worried about combat. I'll tell you why. Because Silent Hill 2 Remake had really solid combat. They could pretty much port that combat into this game with just the code of how that works. I don't know how gaming works, how like gaming programming works, but I'm pretty sure Konami can simply port that mechanic to Silent Hill F. I'm thinking. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll have to see what Silent Hill F, how it's going to pull it off, because combat is very difficult to pull off, because most of the combat in Silent Hill has been very clunky. Silent Hill 2 Remake was, in my honest opinion, it was like one of the best Silent Hill games to have the best combat. I've never played a Silent Hill game that had combat as smooth as Silent Hill 2 Remake, which was very surprising. Very surprising. So maybe this is where Silent Hill games are starting to get more of that recognition for having good melee combat. Because not a lot of horror games actually has combat, like melee combat like that. Like, not even Resident Evil. Resident Evil is more like with knives, that you can use knives to stab and poke things. And Silent Hill had like, you can have like an axe, a knife, a crowbar. Like, it was more melee oriented than a lot of mainstream horror games today. So I would honestly want Silent Hill to be good at melee combat. Yeah, I agree with you, BTZ. So, yeah. Alright. I guess we could. I guess I could play the Silent Hill F trailer over and over again. Alright, is there a way that I can just... trying to find a way if I can, like, play this over and over again, like having it in a loop. Huh. I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, this is embarrassing, because I thought I could figure it out, but apparently I can't. figure out how to make it play on a loop. Because if it was like a song, I could do it, but if it's a video, it doesn't seem like that's possible. There's autoplay, but that's not what I want. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let me think. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try to think real quick. Okay, I think I have something. Okay, I think I got it. Figured it out. Okay. Alright. Alright. How's that? I figured it out. I can get it to loop now. So, like I said, this game looks beautiful. I don't think visuals are going to be a problem with this game. I think this game's going to have really, really good visuals. But like I said, the problem is I'm afraid they're going to try connecting this game with established lore, and I'm afraid it's going to get messy. Especially, this game takes place in the 60s, which is before Silent Hill 1. And before Silent Hill Origins, so technically this is the precursor. But I'm afraid that they're going to try to shoehorn that this game is going to be the origins, the true origins of Silent Hill, which doesn't make any sense with the pre-established lore of Silent Hill, because Silent Hill was founded on sacred land, native sacred land. So I hope that they don't just try to shoehorn bullshit. Like I said, this game would be perfect as a reboot. Just make it an anthology. Make it like a Twilight Zone kind of series, where it's just an anthology, new characters, new cast, new everything, new setting. But don't make it so that it's in their head. Because Vengeful Retreat made a good point about the Silent Hill phenomenon, because the Silent Hill phenomenon was trying to add realism by saying, yeah, the Silent Hill phenomenon is all in their head, and everything they experience is not real, which is so dumb. Like that gets rid of the intrigue, the mystery of Silent Hill. Like, you just don't straight up tell somebody, oh, he's crazy, it's in his head. Like, that literally destroys the suspense. And just because it happened in Silent Hill 2, now everyone thinks that Silent Hill is just an imaginary place that happens inside your head. It's stupid. So stupid. But one thing I like about this, I'm pretty sure this game is gonna be third person. The rating said so. If you guys looked at the national rating board or whatever, it will tell you that this is gonna be like a third person over the shoulder experience. So yeah, obviously this looks like it's the cult. That's gonna have some cult elements. This is like one of my favorite parts coming up, is when her face just peels off, which is like so disturbing. That is so disturbing. I love it. It's body horror, and that's something we haven't really seen that much in a Silent Hill game. We've seen like disturbing creatures, yes, but we never seen like body horror happening to the main protagonist. That's why I'm like really excited about this game, because I feel like they can just have so much freedom. And do you see like the flowers moving in the background? Oh my god, it's like there are a lot. Oh wow. So it's gonna feel like the plants are actually alive. And plants are alive, but I'm saying like they'll attack you or some shit. Man, PTZ, it's just you and me, huh? I haven't seen anyone else talking. Yeah, it's literally just you and me. Okay. There's 5 other people. No one wants to say anything. Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. Don't be shy, guys. There we go. Bob Zip, how you doing? Yeah, I just hope the monsters don't look goofy. Oh, wait a minute. Please tell me the monster isn't gonna be her friends that we're gonna be killing. Oh boy. That's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. If it's the friends that are the monsters. She's wearing the schoolgirl uniform, the monster. Look. Look, look, look. Look at this. I'm gonna take look at this. She's wearing the school uniform. And she has like prosthetic legs. Like everything is prosthetic. Like her limbs are prosthetics. Wow. So this is... Yeah, so she's probably gonna be like a creature that we're probably not gonna be able to kill. It could be like a Mr. X kind of situation. This monster could be her? I don't know if it could be her. That is true. That is possible. If it is, I think that's gonna be kind of dumb. I don't know. Like, it would be nice if it like wasn't. I don't know. I'm gonna be open-minded. I'm not gonna just say this looks dumb. I'm gonna be open-minded. I'm gonna let Ryokishi 07 tell his story. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let Ryokishi 7 tell his story. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Back in time. Oh, wow. So it's somebody that's made out of baby parts. That's interesting. Yeah. That's true. It could be a school. That's interesting. Just a person made out of body parts. Yeah, there's no way that this is definitely body horror that we're seeing. See, and then we see a huge monster. Like, I hope this game doesn't like show trailers that show off too much. Like, I want to be surprised when I'm playing this game. I want to like play it and then see something that I did not know was going to be in this game, and I just want to be like, what the fuck? It's sad because it feels like horror games don't really have that surprise factor anymore. Like the mainstream ones, where you're up against something, and then you just don't know what it is. It's like the promotion just spoils it for you. They just have too many monsters in the promotions to try to get you to buy this game, and then when you play, it's like you've seen it all. I don't know if anyone got a translation on the wall. I can't read this. If anyone can read Japanese, translate that. Anyone could read Japanese, translate that. I feel like someone has already translated it. Maybe I can go on my phone, take a picture. Hold on. I want to see if my phone can translate. Let me see. I want to see if I can translate this. I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I can't. Okay, just checking some stuff out. The middle one says good luck. Perry Mason, Bob Zip. I think it's Harry Mason. Perry Mason's a lawyer. Yeah, I don't know who would be the protagonist in this game. I hope they don't like rehash the same trope of I'm a bad person and this place is punishing me. Like, I really want something fresh. Like, you don't have to do it with a character that's the bad guy. Could be something, but we'll see what Ryo Kishio 7 can do. Hopefully people are not overhyping him. I keep yawning. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is after work brain, Isaiah. After work brain. Alright. Alright. That's also true. She could be depressed or suicidal, but I feel like we've gotten that so many times in Silent Hill. Like, literally, Silent Hill F was about suicide and depression. I would hate for this game to try to do the same exact thing. Like, I'm kind of getting tired of Silent Hill being this mental health PSA. It'd be cool if they can just come up with something that's just not about mental health all the time. I mean, that's just my opinion. Okay. Okay. So, we we're gonna play some games because I'm starting to fall asleep. And I'm gonna play some Call of Duty Zombies. Because why the hell not? Or maybe I can probably play something else. Maybe something that fits the. Oops. Maybe something that fits the mood. Yeah, you know what? That would be pretty. That would be a pretty good, cool concept. Is that it's about relationships and learning to let go, and maybe that's what this beautiful choice, this beautiful yet terrifying choice means. It means learning to let go of people in your life. That would be a fantastic premise for a Silent Hill game. It's learning to let go. Learning to let go. And although some of those themes have been hit upon in Silent Hill 2, but to have it with her friends and coming to terms with adulthood, it would be pretty good. I think that would be a really sick premise. And if Ryo Kishi 7 can write a horror story around that premise, I think he's gonna have a slam dunk for a game. I would love that. That is something that's way better than just being a bad person and having this town punish you for your sins. Like I've done that. We've been there, done that so many times. We've done that in Homecoming. We've done that in Downpour. Like I'm getting tired of that. I that that's what I thought in the very beginning. I thought I had to do with friendships because she keeps talking about friends. And that's one thing I hate about subtitles because sometimes the words go by really quick. And when I was reacting with it with Jayhawk and Robin, they were in control of the video. I couldn't pause it to read it. So there's that. But let us play some Call of Duty. All right. Don't mind me. I know. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. So I'm going to lower the volume just a little bit so that way you guys don't have to worry about being deaf. Okay. Let me see if for some reason the sound isn't going on. So I'm going to quit real quick. Okay. 1 second, everybody. Huh. For some reason the volume isn't there. And everything. Huh. Something is not right here. I will figure it out. Unless, is it my. Oh, that's not my sound. I can definitely hear myself think. But for some reason, it's not working. She literally sacrificed pieces of herself throughout the trailer. What the hell is going on here? Hold on, guys. For some reason, the sound is not working in. What the hell's going on here? The sound is not. Okay, hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, hold on. I want to see if you guys can hear this. Um, Okay, hold on. Let me take off. Nope, I need the display. There we. Nope, that's my webcam. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, can you guys hear this? All right, can you guys hear it? Okay, everyone can hear this? Everybody can hear this? Yes, it's plutonium.
Entry 741021! Perhaps this station will hold the key to the real goals of Group 935. I still do not trust my unconventional allies, but they are of great...
Awesome, audio's good. Great. So, this is Call of Duty Black Ops. This is Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. This is one of the greatest action horror games of all time, and nobody talks about it. No one refers to it as an action horror, but it's one of the greatest. It's quite literally one of the greatest action horror games of all time, and nobody talks about it. It's baffling to me. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I played it with my dad a whole bunch of times. And as soon as I started playing zombies, everybody left. So let's keep talking about Silent Hill F. So Silent Hill F, I really like the premise of the theme of letting your friends go, like moving on, because that is something that, yeah, BTZ, and it's just a. What's crazy about Black Ops Zombies is that it's just a third mode. It's not the main attraction yet. This is just so good. Like most of my friends and a lot of people that I know who plays Call of Duty just buys it for the zombies. It's like going to Red Lobster and eating just the biscuits. It's literally like that. Of course, Red Lobster is no longer good, so we'll say Texas Roadhouse. It's like going to Texas Roadhouse and getting just the butter buns, and that's it. But this is one of the greatest action horror games of all time, and I will die on a hill saying that it's a horror game, because if you listen, like, look at the way that they walk, and like look at the way that they look at this. It's horrifying. Just the way that they're screaming too, and they hit you and they walk towards you like this. Like, this is the zombies I remember. Like, none of that Black Ops 6 crap where they make everything super easy. And see, when you shoot them, you can see, like, blood.
Whoa. Things come from above.
You can see, like, where you shot them, too. Like, you can see the blood stain. Like, you don't get that anymore.
Now we can continue the fight.
So to answer BTZ, uh-oh, my thing is lagging. Um, I'm still live, right? If I'm not live, because it's saying that I'm not live anymore, let me. Uh-oh. Seems like I'm. Okay. For a second, I thought I was the only one. Black Ops. What's my favorite Black Ops? Black Ops 1 is my first one. Black Ops 2 was pretty good. It was a good mixture between Blundell and the guy who did the original maps. I forgot his name. How am I forgetting his name? Zelensky, yeah, Zelensky maps. But no, this shit was terrifying. Like just hearing them scream and you can hear them like ripping the bars off from the distance. Like look at that shit. I love that like when you're in this room, it paints a picture. It tells you everything you need to know. Like this room tells you everything you need to know. Like look at all the details. And I'm about to die.
I will show them the path.
One of the greatest.
Continuance is strength. I shall continue.
Look at how like when you're shooting bits off of them. Like the new zombies can't even hold a candle to this amount of detail. Like when you shoot their head off. Like the blood is still like spewing out of it. That's crazy. They don't do that anymore. Like that's insane to me that the new zombies don't do that anymore. Like it's just see again. This whole room, the atmosphere just paints a mood. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't like zombie essence either. Because that literally gets rid of the versatility of buying a submachine gun or a shotgun. Because by making it so that when you kill a zombie, the points are the same, you're getting rid of the replayability factor or the many ways you can play the game. Because if every gun that you have, just killing a zombie just gives you the same amount of points, you can't strategize on what guns you should have. Like if you want more points, you get a submachine gun. If you need kills, you get a shotgun or a ray gun. If you need something that's good all around, you get an assault rifle. If you need something that can kill from a distance, get a sniper rifle. So by making it so that each kill is the same no matter what gun you have, by doing it so that each kill is the same amount of points no matter which gun you have, you just get rid of that strategy of picking guns.
Your strike was weak. Return to darkness.
And ever since I heard about that, when they were going to be making zombie essence, I'm like, why? Zombies was fine the way it is. You didn't need to change it at all. So it's asinine what they did to zombies. Like the formula was so simple. They didn't even need to change anything. The formula was right there and they couldn't even do it. Like I said, I'll never forgive them for what they did. Ever. It's like how could you have like a winning formula and then try to go backwards with it? It's just so stupid. And that's what I thought about Killing Floor 2. See, look at this. Just listen. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Listen. See how you can hear the wind blowing through the holes in the wall, the wood creaking? Like, this paints a picture. Obviously, something happened here. There's so much that this room tells you. You don't need someone over the intercom telling you what happened to this place. The room speaks for itself, and silence is so deafening here. Like, this is why, like, the new devs of Call of Duty Zombies, they're stupid. They don't know what made zombies so great. They have no subtlety at all. There's so much subtlety in this room. It's not even subtlety, it's just good detail. And it's crazy. They butchered zombies. They butchered it completely.
This is lighter than
See, and this is a theater.
twice as deadly.
This is a theater. A Nazi theater. And you can see the dressing room, movie posters, like it tells you so much that you need to know. You don't need someone telling you what happened here. You know exactly what happened here. Zombies took over. And the humans lost.
You bring me great honor.
Oh shit.
I, foul creature.
I love pack punching the Olympia because then you get the Hades. And that was pretty much,
Stare at me.
that was Dragon's Breath on the shotgun. Kino der Toten is like a classic zombies map.
Timing.
Like, it is such a classic. There's like no way you don't know what Kino is. Like, Kino is such a iconic zombies map. So iconic. Okay, so it seems like the box is in the alley.
Only more evil.
And look at this, look at this. You just hear him screaming all over the place. Oh shit. Look at how they're running at you too.
There is no victory, only death.
Wow. Hold on, I got a comment. Okay. Yeah. You kind of did a little bit. I'm sorry. We did have the discussion, then I decided to play some Black Ops 1 Zombies. But we can still continue having the discussion right here about Silent Hill F. I was talking about how Call of Duty Zombies is one of the greatest action survival horror games of all time, and it's just a bonus mode in a Call of Duty game. It's one of the greatest games. And I'm making my passion project video is talking about Black Ops 1 Zombies and how it's the scariest zombies. And it's a huge passion project of mine. And I just wanted to play it. But we'll still talk about Silent Hill F. So what we were talking about earlier about Silent Hill F was the fact that the main themes seem to suggest something about friendship. And the producers of Silent Hill F and the writer Ryo Kishi07, they kind of hint at the fact that the main protagonist is going to be making a beautiful yet terrifying choice. And we theorize that it's going to be about friendship, learning how to let go of your friends and to pretty much learning to let go of friends and moving on without them. And it seems like it's going to be it is a beautiful yet terrifying decision because, you know, everyone grows up and people grow distance. They go their separate ways. And the main protagonist is a high school schoolgirl in Japan, and I think that's a coming of age lesson that we all learn in some point of our lives. So that is what we were discussing earlier. So no, you didn't miss the discussion. We're still discussing it. I'm just playing some zombies in the background. What did I think about your take about Silent Hill Connection and Silent Hill F? Could you repeat it for me? Because I don't really remember off the top of my head, Riz. So just repeat it real quick into the chat, and I'll read it. And look at these things. It's fucking scary.
Smells like rotten sushi.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm playing a Japanese character. Ironic, right?
I'm still that awful.
Wow, I got no ammo.
Weapon is low on honor.
I got no ammo. Okay. So I'm so excited for Silent Hill F, but again the only thing that I'm hoping is that it makes sense, and I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't try to shoehorn the previous games. Like, let it be its own thing. Let them have the freedom to do what they want. That's why I'm okay with Silent Hill F being a reboot.
That thing cannot ever have been human.
This game is racist and I love it. It's hilarious.
I will use my bare hands.
I use my bare hands. I shouldn't do that. And I love the graphics of Black Ops 1. It looks great. See, like I said, this just paints a beautiful picture of what happened here. Either zombies took over or the Allies wreaked havoc in this place.
I have no ammo. I have no honor.
It's one of the, like I said, one of the greatest action horror games of all time. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Oh, I got a dragon off.
A useful weapon.
That's useful from a distance. Alright, I'm just gonna buy ammo for my gun then. Wait a minute, what the hell am I...
Should look for more ammunition.
I realize I don't have quick revive, so I'm probably gonna die. I'm gonna read this real quick. I think Silent Hill F is an expansion from Silent Hill 3 and 4. There is a town Silent Hill, and there is the Purgatory realm where we are confronted with our character and knowing real Kishi 707's work. I can already tell you all these friends are about to kill each other. That's probably what's gonna happen. I mean... Oh man, all these theories. That sounds crazy. Fuck, why did I buy ammo? This is a dog round.
Send it down.
I mean, I was probably not gonna make it. I have a dragon off, for crying out loud.
Relinquish.
Such an ass weapon.
You cannot take that.
Wow.
Not yours. The tide tips in our favor.
Guys, I think we're gonna spoil Silent Hill F if we keep theorizing about it. We're probably gonna spoil it for ourselves. We're talking too much about Silent Hill F. We probably already know about everything we need to know. Oh wow.
My cursed beast. The path of the virtuous is straight.
So F means for it's F. Guys, everyone knows that Silent Hill F, the F means friendship. Oh, I think I just blew the lid off the whole thing. F stands for friendship. And the terrifying yet beautiful choice is learning to let go of your friends. Oh my god, that's probably what Silent Hill F is about. Fuck! Wow, that didn't even give me a chance. Wow, that's embarrassing.
Even monkeys fall from trees.
Fuck. Okay. Okay, maybe I should try to survive.
I have finished. None shall remain.
So that's probably what Silent Hill F stands for. That's gonna go into my script.
Nothing but you.
It'll be funny, like, Ryo Kishi is probably, like, watching my video, and he's probably so mad, he's like, God damn it! He ruined the twist! He's like, who is this guy? He looks me up. It's like, some guy that has only 1,500 subscribers? It's like, what the hell? Spent 3 years writing the script, and this guy just guessed it. But he said it was going to be open-ended and it was going to be ambiguous, so there's no real clear answer what F is going to be.
I will rid the earth of this plague. I will soon need ammunition.
Shit, I need a gun. Okay. Like I said, I hope it's not like Silent Hill 2, where you're the bad guy all along.
Ammunition.
Ooh, ray gun!
Will purify
So
them.
for those of you who don't know, this is the Wonder Weapon. And this is like one of the most powerful guns in the game. However, it has splash damage. And as you can see, pretty powerful. I'm gonna run out of ammo.
Will be useless without bullets.
Yes, Takio. Yeah, I'll take that.
This cursed plague ends here.
It's funny because the voice actor is not Japanese. He's actually just a white guy doing a... Just a guy being racist. Okay, my stream is delayed, guys, so I apologize in advance. Fuck.
You kill me? No, I kill you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, I'm on fire.
Light of 1,000 suns, purify your souls.
Juggernog Sota. Okay, hold on. My stream is not doing so hot. Okay.
Ah, this water makes me pure delight.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Alright, I don't know what you guys are theorizing, but I'm glad that you guys are theorizing something. Wow. Her killing off her fake friends. That sounds kind of... Doesn't sound like a beautiful yet terrifying choice. It just sounds like a terrifying choice.
I cursed beast.
It just sounds like... Okay. Alright. Oh my god!
Creature is possessed.
Yeah, this shit's scary, man. Oh my god. They just keep on coming. Oh my god, I gotta keep going. Jeez Louise. Oh boy.
Spirits
This gun is kind of poo poo.
a drink that requires a
Okay.
mature
All right, I'm gonna read some comments. So, like I said, I think it would be better if Silent Hill F was kind of a clean slate. Like, just make it an anthology series. Make Silent Hill an anthology. Silent Hill 1 through 4 can be its own universe, because 1 and 3 are sequels of each other, and 2 and 4 are sort of sequels of each other, because Silent Hill 2 had Walter Sullivan mentioned by name in articles and even has his tombstone. And Silent Hill 4, Walter Sullivan was like the main antagonist. So you could have like the Silent Hill Chronicles, Silent Hill 1 through 4, and that's it. Just leave it at that. That's its own shared continuity right over there. And just leave it. Give us some remakes or remasters. Like, let us be able to play these games on modern platforms, please. And then they can do whatever the hell they want with Silent Hill. Just make it an anthology. It can take place anywhere, anytime. Make it like it's Twilight Zone, so that way it's just new victims every time. Like, just make it, like, you guys got to give yourselves more creative freedom, because if you try to tie it back to the first 4 games, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a huge struggle.
I will rid the earth of this plague.
Alright, I need a better gun. This gun is ass. If we so you said it'd be better if we treat Silent Hill F as Silent Hill 5? Oh god, rocket launcher, really? Like, listen to this. Look at that. It's just terrifying. It looks like Gollum. Now that's a gun I can get behind.
Will be destroyed. Have been purified.
Alright, honestly, I don't think that the main character being bad is played out. I just think it wasn't done in a very good way. But Silent Hill 2 is like the most popular Silent Hill game. Like, I think it would be better if they just stay away from that entirely. Like, stay away from that trope. Entirely. Because if they're gonna... Because it's been done to death. They done it in Homecoming. They did it in Downpour. It's so predictable. Like, just give it a... Just leave it at Silent Hill 2. That's my opinion. Just leave it alone. Silent Hill 2 was the best story that they created in the Silent Hill 1 through 4 universe. Leave it at that. It doesn't need... We don't need any more Silent Hill games that are like Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 is the best that it ever was and ever is. I think we should just move on and try to make something new. As much as I love the Silent Hill 2 remake, or Silent Hill, I think...
Take great pleasure in ending you.
It's just, you can tell they're running out of ideas by trying to recycle that or retread that storyline. So you're so sick of anthologies. If it's not an anthology and it's gonna be like a mainline series, it's gotta be hard because Silent Hill takes place in one setting. Unless they're able to be creative with Silent Hill. fuck. Damn it. God damn it. Here's what they can do. And this is something that I would want a Silent Hill game to be. And I just realized my laptop is not plugged in. That's why it was struggling earlier. Because it wasn't plugged in. Is it plugged in? Is it charging? Yes, it's charging. Okay. My apologies. Here's what I think. If they're gonna not make it an anthology, if they're gonna make it a continuation, what they can do, and I'm not saying Silent Hill F can do this. I'm talking about like games after Silent Hill F. What they can do is they can have like a Red Dead Redemption style Silent Hill game. Make it like the Old West, right? During the colonization of Silent Hill. And just go crazy with it. Make it crazy. Make it like the Wild West. Go crazy with it, man. Like you can have so much creative freedom making it like a Red Dead Redemption style kind of game.
On this day, tormented soul. There is no victory, only death.
Being an idiot.
You had an unhappy ending.
Jesus Louise. I'm fine with here's the thing. If they're gonna make it so that the phenomenon can happen anywhere, they gotta make it like the Twilight Zone. Just make it new characters, new everything. Make it like an anthology. Don't try to tie it. I can't imagine how they're gonna be able to tie it into the mainline franchise because it's gonna be convoluted. So what are they gonna say? They're gonna say that, oh, the town grew more powerful. How? How does that work? Or the cult is spreading. I mean, I think that's what the Silent Hill phenomenon was trying to explain. Is that the Silent Hill phenomenon was spread through other parts of the country by the cult to find other areas of supernatural forces. But I think it can be so much more compelling than that. Like, that's a cop-out answer.
Die, demon spawn.
Up, I'm gonna die. I don't mind Silent Hill being any place else, but I think there has to be a better explanation rather than saying the town grew more powerful or they brought something from the town to Japan that made everything like this. Like there has to be a better, more compelling way to make this work. It's gonna like we're just gonna have to see what Silent Hill F cooks up. Because there is a
Tide tips in our favor.
there is just so many different directions they can go with this. And I'm afraid they're gonna go with the most obvious one. But I would love a Red Dead Redemption style Silent Hill. Just make it during the make it like the colonization of Silent Hill, and then shit goes sideways. Something like that. I don't know.
Now you die.
I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea.
I shall continue.
I mean, how many Western horror games are there? Like how many Western horror games are there? It would be really cool if Silent Hill decided to tackle that and make a really good Western horror game. I don't.
From the inside.
Jesus.
Continue with strength. I shall continue. Destruction reigns on the unholy.
What do you guys think about what do you guys think about
Oh, breathing.
what do you guys think about a Western horror? Like a Western horror. Silent Hill 4 was like on the outskirts of Silent Hill.
Speed caller, speed up your life. Oh, that thing cannot ever have been here.
John 14. I keep forgetting how hard Black Ops Zombies is. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. I'm just training some zombies. Yep, I definitely did not anticipate this.
There is no Camaro for you. I cursed beast.
Oh, wow.
Not on this day, tormented soul.
Tormented soul. Alright.
Return to darkness.
Alright. Silent Hill 3, a continuation of Silent Hill 3. You know, now thinking about it, there is a lot of different directions that Silent Hill can go, especially now with it being a if it's probably it seems like it's going in the direction of an anthology or a reboot. Like I said, I'm on board as long as it makes sense, as long as it's compelling. And that's the problem with a lot of the westernized Silent Hill games is that they didn't have good writers. But now that they have a talented writer that's doing the script, that's creating the story, I have faith that Silent Hill F will be great. Gameplay, we'll have to wait and see. I just hope it's not like super janky. Well, Silent Hill, the combat has always been janky in Silent Hill. But I hope it's not like over the top jank where it's like really exaggerated. Like she has like a Final Fantasy knife that's like twice her size and she's trying to like swing it. Like imagine that'd be funny if like they instead of like Pyramid Head they have like Rectangle Man. Can you imagine if they have like Rectangle Man? Oh, Rectangle Man. Like that would be silly if they had Rectangle Man. Yes, I agree with you to an extent. Um, Instant Messenger Sama. However, it all depends on the combination. Good story, decent gameplay. Those things can go hand in hand, and I'm hoping that it's compelling enough. Because you could tell, like, Konami is just, like, tired of it. They're like, man, we got to find a new way to bring life into this franchise, because we can't just keep doing we can't keep having the game take place in Silent Hill. Like, they want to do something new. You can tell, especially how they, like, reflect on, like, the previous Silent Hill games, where they're like, yeah, they were just too westernized, they didn't have that Japanese essence, and then they go all in Japanese, like, all in. And you know, I'm still a little skeptical. I am open-minded about Silent Hill F, but I'm a little skeptical because they really, like, missed the mark with Silent Hill Ascension. Like, can we talk about how bad Silent Hill Ascension is for a couple of minutes? Silent Hill Ascension was, man, that was... Man, Silent Hill Ascension. I'm so convinced AI wrote it. And I agree with you, Instant Messenger Sama. You can't rush a Silent Hill game. It needs to take time. There's people who are, like, really mad that there wasn't gameplay. I'm like, no, guys, this is a good thing. Like, they're trying to work on it. Like, let them cook. Let them cook, please. Like, I'm glad that there's not a gameplay or a release date. Because if there was a release date and no gameplay, people would panic. But if there was gameplay trailer and it was terrible with no release date, people would panic. But because both of those things are not present, there's not that much pressure. They know that it's in development. So that's good. I'm happy for that. Even if it's been like, what? It's been like almost 4 years, 3.5 years since Silent Hill F was announced and teased. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not in a rush. I'm honestly very patient. I have plenty of stuff to keep me busy. Although it is going to be slow with content. But I'm branching out. I'm doing different things, if you guys noticed. I don't know what the hell am I doing. I should be recording this so I can use this footage for my video.
I will rid the earth of this plague.
Look at this. They're running from all different directions. Look at that. They almost got me. Look at that. Look at this. They come from everywhere. Look at this. This is called training, guys. This is what the professionals do.
There is no victory, only death. I have finished long.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Foul creatures. Cannot survive this.
Okay. I'm gonna go pack a punch.
Weapon will be useless without a bullet.
Oh, wow.
You kill me? No, I kill you.
Shit. Why they don't blow up? I also think the next Silent Hill transmission is going to show the movie trailer Born from a Wish. Oh no, you think that it is going to show Born from a Wish, Townfall, in the movie, but it's crazy to think that almost everything that was announced got released. Does not happen often. Blooper can only do so many remakes. Resident Evil and Metal Gear have the same problem at the moment. So here's the interesting thing.
Patience is a virtue of the honorable. The weapon of the victorious.
Oh yeah, it has the brain. That's so cool. So here's the thing about Bloober Team that a lot of people just don't realize. A lot of people like to compare Silent Hill 2 remake with Resident Evil 2 remake or Resident Evil 4 remake, and I don't think it's a very fair comparison because Bloober Team is like they're not as big as Capcom. Capcom does all their stuff in house. They have a lot more. I don't want to say a lot more talent. Well, I'll say it. They have a lot more talented people than Bloober Team. Bloober Team does have talented people, but Capcom they're way more experienced than Bloober Team. Like it's a miracle that Bloober Team made a solid Silent Hill game because they had no experience making a third person over the shoulder horror game, an action, well, it's not even action horror, but survival horror game. Capcom's been doing this for decades. Like they practically invented, I don't want to say they did invent survival horror. The very first survival horror game was released on the NES, I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's called Sweet Home, the very first survival horror game. So Capcom, they're literally like the goats when it comes to making survival horror games. And this was like Bloober Team's like very first time doing it with Silent Hill 2 remake. So of course I wasn't gonna be nitpicking on all these little details that Silent Hill 2 missed and Resident Evil did better because Resident Evil, there's just no competition. They're better. It's not a competition. They have way more experience. They have way more talent. They do all their stuff in house. Konami, they've been out of the game for over a decade with Silent Hill projects, and now that they're finally starting to get back into doing Silent Hill stuff, and they're licensing out their IP, outsourcing their IP to other developers to see what sticks. Bloober Team, I will have to admit, Bloober Team pulled it off. I'm actually I'm proud that they were able to give Silent Hill 2 remake a good. I'm happy that Silent Hill 2 remake is good. And I just realized that, that's interesting. I never realized that before. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, people like to make unfair comparison. So, that's what I think. Yeah, remakes take time. You know what's crazy? We're spending most of our time waiting for games than actually playing them. Think about it. I don't know. I don't know, Deflexon. I have no idea if that's true. You know, I always get trapped here. Always. Thing just absolutely shreds them.
Rest in peace. You die with no honor. You cannot survive this. Send you to your ancestors. Finished, none shall remain. You had a unhappy ending.
Look at that. You're right. You're right, Instant Messenger Sema. You're right. There's only so much that they can do. And that's why I'm hoping that that we can at least get Silent Hill 1 remake. Or at least we can get ports of Silent Hill 1 through 4. It's ridiculous because Konami's literally sitting on money. I will pay you guys money if you guys just release the original games. I'll buy them. Even though I already have them, I'll buy them. Like, I want to support you. If you just give me what I want. I just want Silent Hill 1 through 4. It's crazy that we haven't had ports of these games. Yes, need that. Hopefully I get the thunder gun.
The spirits come to aid us.
I don't want that. You're right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Because if it's Silent Hill 5, let's say instead of Silent Hill F, it's Silent Hill 5, that does set up a bigger expectation because they're going to expect it to connect to the previous 4 games. And by doing that, they're locking themselves into that creative confine of the Silent Hill franchise. And there's going to be a bigger expectation for that. You make a very good point, Instant Messenger, Sama. That's why I think that they're just coming up with these, Silent Hill F, Silent Hill Homecoming, Downpour, like these spin-off title kind of games, because if it fails, it's not a big deal. But if it's Silent Hill F, that's like sorry, not Silent Hill F. If it's Silent Hill 5, that's like canon, and that's like a big deal. Because if they fuck up that game, they can't erase it. They can't move on. I haven't even thought of it that way. So why don't... Okay, this... Okay, that wasn't a good idea.
Quick, kill as many as you can.
That wasn't a good idea.
You bring me great honor.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if anyone left any messages.
Now you die.
Or does anyone else have any good comments, like Instant Messenger? Because he makes a really good point. Him, they, I don't know, not trying to assume your gender. They had a really good, they made a really good point. So Silent Hill F, I think the F stands for friendship. I'm just gonna put my thoughts out there. I'm almost convinced it stands for friendship. because they talk about friendship in the trailer. Maybe I think the next title, I think the title of my video is gonna be, they gave it away, the biggest secret, which is Silent Hill F is for friendship.
Crawler!
Okay, so I'm thinking about
Look
I'm
out
thinking
for the
about
sharp zombie.
I'm gonna do something crazy, guys.
Now these beasts will be torn into pieces.
I'm gonna pack punch the Olympia.
I will honor this machine by slaying many.
Yeah, look at that. Should have pack punched the ray gun, but oh well. Yeah, and then we're gonna go Back to the Future. Raja Saicha. Alright, gotta get that tape. Got it. Man Games, how's it going? Oh, see ya, Man Games. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, wow, that's not good.
Strike was
See,
weak.
look at that. It puts him on fire. So what do you guys think about Silent Hill F? Like, what else do you guys think? What are some things that Silent Hill F needs to have to be successful? Let's start this conversation. Oh, wow.
Up on this day, tormented soul. Strength. I shall continue. You rat, focus. You kill me? No, I kill you. You give me great honor.
Ooh.
Let the light of a thousand suns purify your soul. The tide tips in our favor.
If Konami had the balls to do that, that would be amazing.
Your evil cannot infect the honorable. You have an unhappy ending.
This shotgun is not as good as I thought it was going to be. So, if Silent Hill F is a 5, what... If it fails, would you accept it? If it fails, would you accept that as Silent Hill 5? Okay. I need to cook myself some dinner. So I could come back right after I eat and we can continue this conversation. We can continue this conversation right after I finish eating. I got to make myself some food. My stomach's starting to growl. So we'll be back. I think we are just deserving of a 5. Yeah, if it fails, I would accept it. Okay. So So yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming, but I will continue right after I finish eating dinner. Is that fair? Is that fair? Uh, so then that way, when I get back, we can continue talking about Silent Hill F. I'm really happy you guys came to watch me play some zomzoms and talk about Silent Hill F. Now I have a whole bunch of ideas to make for the next Silent Hill F video. All right, take care, guys. I'll be back in like an hour or two, and then we'll continue our conversation. See ya. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I am back. And of course, I forget to undo the little flap on top. There we go. Hi. How's everyone doing? Let me get rid of the text. Um, how does everything? Nope, I wanted to get rid of it. I didn't want it to stay. Okay. Let me see if I can scoot in just a little bit more. Just seems that okay. Let me fix my webcam just a little bit. Let me just configure it. All right, let me see. Let me see. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. All right. Supply. Okay. All right. How is everybody doing? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. So, back to killing some zombs. Okay. If only this thing will turn on. There we go. All right. We're back. Hey, Kansas Cowboy Jr., how's it hanging? I'm in the middle of a zombie apocalypse in Nazis Germany. That did nothing.
Cursed beast!
All right. So we were talking about.
Your soul will not survive this. Foul creature!
You're playing Silent Hill?
Blessings come from above.
Are you playing the first Silent Hill, or you're playing the what Silent Hill are you playing? Kansas Cowboy Jr. I'm playing the best Silent Hill. It's called Call of Duty. The Hills Are Silent. It's actually Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. I thought this gameplay would be soothing for me. Yeah, this fire-breathing shotgun isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So... Oh, God.
Take great pleasure in ending you. I will not stop until you are all destroyed. Return to darkness.
Okay. The first one, I have to finish the first one. I haven't beaten the first game. Or the fourth one. I beat 2 and 3, but never the first and fourth. That's on my to-do list. I should be doing that now, but I feel like if I do, I feel like a commitment. I kind of just want to relax. Have some fun.
We have truly angered hell. Demon spawn! You cannot take that which is not yours! The spirits come to aid us!
Look at this. There's heads in these canisters. There's like heads in these canisters. Wow, this gun is weak.
On this day, tormented soul! You kill me! No! I kill you! There is no tomorrow for you! No, not tonight!
I think the fourth one is hardest mainly because the ghosts. Yeah, the ghosts. I hate the ghosts. They're scary though. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah shit. Alright, you know what? I think it's done. I'm done. Round 20. Alright. Now let's... I guess what we can do is go back to talking about Silent Hill F, so I'm more focused on Silent Hill F rather than talking about Call of Duty Zombies. Okay, let's have some Silent Hill music. We'll go back to the beginning. Yeah, that always annoyed me when they can follow you, but they were scary. I remember when I first played it, I literally shit bricks when I saw them like coming out of the wall, and then they're like the way they're floating, how their bodies are so limp. It was disturbing. All right, so let's here, so that way we have something to talk about while the trailer is playing. Okay. So, yeah, so we're talking about... So I was reading the comment section on my latest video, and a lot of people were either not happy about this game and they didn't think this game is going to be good, or people were very open-minded about it. I'm open-minded about this game. I think this game has a lot of potential. Silent Hill F. We never actually had a female protagonist, except for Silent Hill 3. It's been a while since we had a female protagonist, so that's pretty cool. Unless someone wants to correct me if I'm not remembering a Silent Hill game, because there's Silent Hill 3. I know that's Heather Mason, and that's it. I don't remember if there's any other... Well, I keep forgetting the short message. Yeah. So, I'm very excited for Silent Hill F. Am I hyped about it? I'm a little on the iffy side. I just want to see what this game can do. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing more gameplay of it. There's something about this game that kind of just makes me optimistic. Am I the only one who's optimistic about this game? Am I the only person that's extremely optimistic about Silent Hill F? Yeah, I'm just watching this trailer over and over again, just trying to look at details. See, just as you say that you betrayed them. Whether worth is justified is up to you. That's for you to decide. See, there's like relationships. There's like a theme with relationships in this game. You know, I'm hoping that like you can explore this little village. That'd be so cool if you can like go and explore it like an actual Silent Hill. I mean, I've never been to Japan, but my girlfriend has been to Japan before, and maybe she might see a lot of familiar places, because according to the dev commentary, that they used a lot of real places as inspiration. I want to talk about this for a second. This weird image. Nope, nope. See this? This is very weird. This lady has a stretchy neck that can just go around. I don't know if this is like the dog from Silent Hill or these demons. Perhaps maybe these are the creatures that you will encounter. Okay. So, Book of Memories. I keep forgetting about Book of Memories. I know Shattered Memories. Or is it Shattered Memories or Book of Memories? Oh my god, I can't even remember I never played it. But yeah, I want to talk about this image right here, and it's very interesting that it has this lady whose neck is all over the place, and it's killing like these demon monster things. And I wonder if that has to do with anything with the cult that Hanako. Is it Hanako or Hinako? I want to know what she's going up against. So this is a very interesting painting. This definitely caught my eye during the transmission event. All right. See, and then there's the pipe that she's holding. She's walking down this area. To have a grasp of yourself. To understand your own feelings. You think it could be some dream we're having? Go. Time is running out. The fact that you're alive means you made it here, yet you're still lost at the same time. You can't think about it forever. Running out of time to choose. Oh, look at all that dead decay. Tell me, who are you? Why are you acting like this? Like you don't know what's going on. Think about it. I killed you off. I could have killed you off at any time. You know, I'm really worried that this game is just going to be confusing. Like, really, really confusing. To the point where it's just irritating. She doesn't have that mark on her arm anymore, so maybe perhaps they're healing her with some sort of liquid. And then she's looking in the mirror, and then her face literally peels off. You know what this reminds me of? It actually reminds me of The Substance. If you guys heard of that movie, it literally came out months ago. It was an Oscar contender. And that movie was really messed up. It's about beauty standards and how this movie is pretty much jabbing at beauty standards. And this aging woman who doesn't look, she looks actually she looks good for her age. She's very obsessed with looking young and being young, and she takes this substance, as it's called, and she splits into a younger version of herself. However, this version of herself is also her, but then there's still the old version. So, you know, while one is sleeping, the other one can do activities and stuff, so they can't really be awake at the same time. And all chaos ensues. So what this scene reminds me of the body horror that is The Substance. And if you're very, very squeamish with like body horror stuff, or just like, I don't even know how to, like, my mind has like blocked out what I saw about The Substance. If you're not like into that kind of body horror like you're seeing right here, you should stay away from The Substance. The ritual route, like Silent Hill 4, they probably could go that route. One thing that I loved about Silent Hill 4 was it kind of felt like a murder mystery in the very beginning where you just don't know what's going on. And your neighbors keep dying one by one by one, and you keep seeing their handprints through the peephole. And you realize that there's a serial killer that keeps killing tenants, and you're one of them. And you're next. Like, I love that concept. I thought that was pretty cool. Also, the the door with all the locks on it is so iconic. Such an iconic door. But yeah, so the graphics look really good in this. I accidentally said that this was CGI. It's not CGI. This is in-game cutscene. I meant to say it was a cutscene or a visual, not saying it's CGI. So my apologies. This is in-game engine. See, and then her face just peels off like a salami. I really like this image right here. Silent Hill F. And you know what? Yeah, but I'm saying, but Kansas Cowboy Jr., what I'm saying is that it's too confusing that it's annoying. Like, I'm okay with things being open-ended or ambiguous, but if it's like too, like, to the point where you can't even you can't grasp what the plot is about. Because although with Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, you kind of understood what was going on throughout the game. Yes, there was questions, but near the end, you feel like you had a lot of answers than more questions. I can't really speak for Silent Hill 1 because I have to beat it, but I know Silent Hill 2 and 3, you start to get all the puzzle pieces, and it starts to set in place, and you start to get an idea, a bigger picture. You start to get an idea of what's going on. So, that's what I'm afraid with Silent Hill F, that it's going to be too convoluted, it's going to be confusing. And that's why I'm saying that it should be its own IP. This could have been its own IP. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, this looks like Silent Hill. Why isn't it called Silent Hill? People are misunderstanding what I'm trying to say with Silent Hill F. I'm not saying Silent Hill F looks like a terrible Silent Hill game, or that it doesn't look like Silent Hill. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that I'm afraid that it's going to be so convoluted and confusing, trying to stay within the creative confines that Silent Hill has set up with its lore, that it's going to be a misfire, that it's not going to be able to fully take advantage of the new setting that it's in. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that this game is not going to fully utilize the potential that it has. Because Silent Hill in Japan, that's a fantastic idea. However, the fact that Silent Hill is called Silent Hill because of the place and the history behind that place, I'm just curious how they're going to be able to pull it off. And I just hope it's just not like a cop-out answer like, oh, we brought this artifact from Silent Hill to here and now everything is like Silent Hill. Or something really predictable. Oh, some of the cult members came to Japan. Because this is in the 60s. This is before Silent Hill 1. So, we're going to have to wait and see what that's all about. So I want to try reading this. I want to try reading it over again. You're lying, aren't you, Shu? You really think you can fool Hanako? Hanako's dead, okay? What the? Yeah, see, there's already a lot of questions. Do you want to stay with your friends forever? Friends don't last forever. See, I feel like they already gave away what F means in Silent Hill F. I really do believe that it is about friendship. There's no way that it's not has something to do with friendship. Which is again, I think they can pull it off. I think we haven't had a Silent Hill game that tackled these kinds of relationships before. Like friendships. And I think that's what's going to be a beautiful yet terrifying choice. And she's just a kid. I don't know how old Heather was in Silent Hill 3. Does anyone know by the top of their head? Oh man. You're starting to give me Silent Hill the short message vibes. Wiki's Fortress. Because that's what Silent Hill F is about. It's about her friend and she did something bad to her friend or something like that. Heather is 17? Yeah, so Hanako is the young, well, she's, I don't want to say that she's the youngest because then there is Alyssa. But yeah, she's just a kid. I think they said she was like 14 in this game. She's just a kid. I hope this game, I feel like this game is going to like rip out my heart. Yeah, the youngest playable character. I feel like this game is going to rip out my heart. I feel like I'm really going to feel about this character. It'd be weird. I feel like we're just throwing darts at a target to try to guess what the plot is for Silent Hill F. But it'd be really disturbing if she started turning into a flower herself. And that explains like her arm and everything. She's probably turning into a flower or something like that. I don't know, something really graphic. Because like I said, there is potential with this story. At least I believe so. But yeah, she's just a kid. And what she's going through. It's weird because she doesn't even look 14. She looks like she's like 18 or perhaps a bit older. Yeah. What do you guys think about this character? Do you think she's interesting? Or do you think that she... Like, I want to know what people think about this character. I mean, we don't really know a lot about Hinako. Or is it Hinako or Hinako? We don't know much about this character. Other than she is going to be the main protagonist. So in terms of aesthetic, do you think that she looks cool? Like, I think it's refreshing that we're having another female protagonist again after... I forgot how many years Silent Hill 3 took. Silent Hill 3 came out in 2003, I believe. So that's like 22 years ago. I think it's cool that we're having a female protagonist. I've gotten into arguments with people too about I got into arguments with people too about Silent Hill F and why it can't take place outside of town or why it can. Like I said, I am open-minded. I'm on board if it makes sense. And that's kind of one of my biggest fears about this game is that this game is just it's it seems extremely ambitious, but it's going to it's just going to be undermined by the creative confines of Silent Hill. So that's why I'm hoping that this game is sort of a reboot. So this is a hot take. So I hope you guys are ready for this hot take that I'm about to say. You ready? I think Silent Hill F can be what Resident Evil 7 is for the Resident Evil franchise. Now, I'll repeat myself. I think Silent Hill F can be what Resident Evil 7 is to Resident Evil franchise. And the reason I say this is because Resident Evil 7 can practically be its own thing. Resident Evil 7 revived the Resident Evil franchise back to its horror roots. And I have a theory that Silent Hill F is going to try to do the same exact thing by going back to the Japanese roots of Japanese horror. Instead of having that mixture between Western and Japanese, they're going back to the pure Japanese horror. I think that's what Silent Hill F is trying to do. And again, you don't need any background knowledge. That's what they said. You don't need any background knowledge for Silent Hill F, just like Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7, you don't need any background knowledge. Resident Evil 7 was very experimental because it was a first-person experience, and Resident Evil has been third-person fixed and third-person over the shoulder. Silent Hill F isn't really doing anything groundbreaking with its mechanics. However, it's doing something groundbreaking with its story by having it take place in a completely different continent than any of the other Silent Hill games. And it's being written by someone who's competent, who has written horror stories before, who is experienced with horror. So that's a kind of a big upgrade compared to the other Silent Hill games that we've gotten in the past, where the story was kind of taking a back seat while the gameplay was kind of in the front seat, but the car smashed right into a wall, and it was just a huge, huge misstep. Heather was young, but everything about her was mature, so I hope this one won't go the short message route. I don't think so. I think this is Japan in the 60s, so it's not going to be cringe. I think it's going to be normal, I believe. You know, everyone's predicting that the White Claudia is a part of Silent Hill F, and I can see that making sense. But if that is the case, if the ingredient to the White Claudia came from here, how did it get to Silent Hill? That's an interesting question. So does anybody else have any theories that they want to share to the class today? Because, like I said, I really do. I like the direction that they're going with having a female protagonist, having a different setting. Like I've said, and I'm gonna keep saying this, I'm just afraid that the story is just gonna be a huge miss. That, or it's just not gonna make any sense. I think Silent Hill F should be its own thing. Like, it would have been cool if this game's title was called F, and then at the very end of the game, then it revealed itself to be part of Silent Hill universe. That'd be pretty cool. But I think that this game could stand on its own, and this can be the start to a rebooted franchise of Silent Hill. Silent Hill used to be a settlement of immigrants. Maybe they brought it with them. Perhaps. I mean, I think I think that's kind of a cop out to bring something from Silent Hill to Japan and then all hell breaks loose. I think it should be more compelling than that, in my honest opinion. So, I'm asking the chat, what's your favorite Silent Hill game and why? I'd like to know why. Or you know what? Scratch that question. I want to ask a more meaningful question. What is Silent Hill to you? What does Silent Hill mean to you? Because I feel like everyone has their definition of what Silent Hill is and what it means to them. And with Silent Hill F, maybe the place isn't important. Maybe the location isn't important. Maybe it's about something personal with the characters. So yeah, let me know what Silent Hill means to you guys. I'm very curious to know. But don't mind me, I'm just waiting. Alright, I think I've had enough with this footage. I've had enough with this footage. I watched it so many times. Okay. I'm gonna play something in the background so that way we're all just vibing for a bit. So that we can all talk about Silent Hill. Dun dun dun. You know what? I think I'm gonna buy Silent Hill on I'm gonna buy Silent Hill 4 on GOG. I heard Silent Hill. I heard that GOG is trying to get some of the OG Silent Hills. Yeah, you guys can probably hear that. So guess what I'm playing? If my computer didn't just crash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Silent Hill F can be. I think Silent Hill F can be that. Because again, a lot of people are bashing Silent Hill F, and I'm just highlighting the concern. I'm not saying the game's gonna fail because it's not taking place in Silent Hill. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just more worried about how they're going to execute it because Silent Hill Homecoming had a good. I don't want to say it had a good story. They had a good concept, but it was executed poorly. It was executed poorly. They didn't have, like, throughout the gameplay it was extremely boring and the puzzles were so easy, but like near the end when you started to understand what was going on, it started to become interesting. But by that time it was already too late. The game was poo poo. And that was it. So I completely understand how most people feel about All right, we're gonna be playing some Ghostwire Tokyo. Since we're talking about Silent Hill F. It's been so long since I played this game. They shut down Tango. They shut down Tango GameWorks. It's been so long since I played this game. Silent Hill 1 and 3, they're pretty solid. It's been so long since I played this game, I totally forgot how to play it. Oh, those my friends? Oh, okay. Oh man, what the hell? Yeah, that's sad about Tango GameWorks. They actually made successful games, but they got shut down anyway. That's crazy. That's why after they got shut down, I realized that you know when oh, why am I forgetting the words? So when they're bought out by a bigger company, whether it's Sony or Xbox, that doesn't save them from being bankrupt. From being what was it talking about? It doesn't save them from getting bankrupt or being bankrupt. It doesn't save them if they're bought out by a bigger company. It all depends on how the company manages them and uses them. My God, I can't talk for shit. So when that situation happened with Tango GameWorks, that's when I realized that game exclusivity is killing gaming devs. Sometimes these publishers don't know what they're doing. See, this is what I'm talking about.
これを持って行ってください。
塩せんべい？
塩せんべいはあの子の大好物なんじゃ。床の間の青い器にお供えすれば必ず姿を現すはずじゃから。
Oh man, that's not what I wanted. This is what I'm talking about. I don't want Silent Hill F to be like this, where it's kind of like zany a little bit. I mean, some people might.
どこにいるんだろう。
この家のどこかのはずだ。探すんだ。金欲しさの誘拐か。
座敷わらし。ひどい目に遭ってなければいいけど。ずっと泣いてる。
子供を泣かせるやつにろくなのはいねえよ。
Oh. Okay.
仏壇か？力を使え。姿が見えるようになるはずだ。まさか仏壇を丸ごと隠してやがるとはな。
おばあちゃん、どこ？
かわいそうに。
もう泣くな。ばあさんに合わせてやるよ。
うちの座敷わらしがいなくなってしもうた。ここの家主が家の中を。
Okay, I wasn't done apparently. What would your wanked Silent Hill games be? So, Silent Hill 2 would have to be on the top. So Silent Hill 2 would have to be the top. Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 3, and then Silent Hill 4. That would be my my list.
見てみろ。床の間がある。
この図だと右下あたりか。座敷わらしはここだね。
Okay, so they said something. Hold on, let me look again. Okay, Flo. Hold on. You know, maybe this is not the best game that I should be playing right now. Because this game... Oh god, what the hell am I doing?
ここか。
油断するなよ。
近寄るな、盗人だ。座敷わらしは誰にも渡さん。
盗っ人たけだけしいとはこのことだな。
座敷わらしは返してもらうよ。
やっと手に入れたんだ。座敷わらし。
A beef animal.
クソ野郎が死んでまで金に執着しやがって。こんな奴は印で払っちまうぞ。
欲深いのもほどほどにしてほしいね。さてと、あとは塩せんべいだな。もう自由だからね。
やっぱ幸運はなしかよ。はい、ばあさん、やってくれたな。
そう怒るな。この子を泣かせんと不幸になるぞ。これじゃあダラスのじいさんと変わらんわい。
やれやれ。
会えてよかったですね。
おかげさまでありがとうございました。これで思い残すことはありません。
Oh, okay. This game is such a beautiful game. But I won't lie, it's not something that I'm used to, by the way. Surprised that not a lot of people say that this game is like Silent Hill. But just because there's fog and stuff. I guess that makes it Silent Hill. Forgot how to. Nope, nope,
バ
nope.
レ人の気配がするな。
予定と違うじゃないか。
霊視して神社の様子を伺え。敵の居場所や霧の発生源も特定できるはずだ。
Oh my god. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. Oh god. Yeah, I'm not used to this at all. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. The developers of The Evil Within made this game. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard. Kansas Cowboy Jr. I uploaded a review on the channel on my review, well, what I thought about Silent Hill 2 remake, but I'll sum it up so you don't have to watch 20 minutes of me talking. I thought the game was a complementary piece to the original Silent Hill 2. It can stand on its own. It's really fun. It's I think where the original struggled on, the remake was better. For example, Um, the combat in Silent Hill 2 remake is by far the best combat that we've got in a Silent Hill game. I don't want to say most of, all the Silent Hill games has like really clunky combat. Even the original Silent Hill 2 combat was clunky. Like literally you just bonk them on the head with a 2x4 or a pipe. It wasn't as fluid as the remake. The remake also did a lot of interesting things that I wasn't expecting. For example, the additional endings that Bloober Team added in was really great. Stillness, Bliss, those were really, really good endings. And they didn't really, the story was pretty much intact. They didn't really change anything. The story is almost beat for beat the same, with some added scenes with Angela and Maria, but it kind of just added depth to the characters. It didn't really change all that much. I know a lot of people were flipping out about Maria's costume change, but Maria was still Maria. She was a lot more flirtatious in Silent Hill 2 Remake, in my honest opinion. But of course, maybe that's not really for me to compare since Silent Hill 2 Remake has better technology with facial animations. But I do notice that because Silent Hill 2 Remake is obviously a better game, um, they were able to have a lot of subtle facial features, and it really just made the game more cinematic. Um, and when I say cinematic, I mean that it made it. I can't find the word that I'm looking for, but overall, I really did enjoy Silent Hill 2 Remake. I would put it on the same shelf as Silent Hill 2. Which one is better? I honestly don't know which one would be better because I like both of them equally. Um, I think Silent Hill 2 has better performance, acting performance. I mean, it has better acting, and the story was better executed. However, the Silent Hill 2 remake had better gameplay, and it had more of a nuance to the performances. James, especially James, was very is different from James in the original Silent Hill 2 game, and I really did enjoy playing this take on James Sunderland. I think Robert, was it Robert? Oh my god, why am I forgetting the name? um, why am I forgetting the name? The actor who played James Sunderland in the remake did a fantastic job. Maria slash Mary, she had good moments, and then she had bad moments. There was just some instances where I thought the performance could be a little bit better. Eddie Dombrowski was pretty good. Laura was really good. Angela was the weakest part of the Silent Hill 2 remake. So I really did like the Silent Hill 2 remake. It was a really really solid game, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, that's why I really liked the combat. It was smooth and fluid, but it didn't make you feel like you were Captain America or anything. Like you really did feel like you were fighting for your life. And I also liked the enemy encounters too. I think that's what the remake did better than the original, is that they had enemy variants, and the way that the enemies would attack you was really good. I also like the third person over the shoulder camera angle, how you're able to notice more details. Although I do know that there are some people who prefer the original fixed camera angle, because the fixed camera angles show you what they want you to see. But I always like third person over the shoulder. It was less frustrating. I didn't grow up with Silent Hill 2 remake. I played the Silent Hill 2 remake. Sorry, no. I played the original Silent Hill 2 game on my PS4 through PlayStation Now, which was a subscription service to play older games through streaming. And I played the HD collection on PS Now, or was it PS Now? I think it is PS Now. I played it through the streaming service, and it was really bad. But I didn't notice that because I thought that that was just how the game was naturally, and I was still able to really enjoy that game. Like that game really like had a huge effect on my life um and everything. So um yeah. Um sorry if I was rambling for too long. This game is so interesting. Open world. I'm gonna have to play this on my own time. I realize that I have so many games that I haven't even finished. But I've been so busy with things. Aw. There's clothes everywhere because their souls have been taken. Obviously, I can't go over there. No, I don't want that. Oh, that is so awesome. The telephone booth. Actually, I need to go this way. Or no. Huh. It's been so long since I played this game. Oh, this game is confusing. I'm gonna have to play it later. It's like I hate when I start games that I haven't played in a long time. I just feel so stupid. Um I feel so stupid for not knowing. I'm gonna have to play this later. Oh man. Okay. So, it's starting to get late. Uh, so I'll be on for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So, um, yeah. Let me just read some of the comments here. So, so Kansas, here's the thing. Um, I didn't that's how I was introduced to the franchise, was playing the HD collection. I didn't know it was bad until after I played it, but I thought it was like even though like it wasn't the most smoothest performing thing, I accepted it because I was like, okay, this is an older game. And I still enjoyed Silent Hill. It was like one of my favorite experiences that I had playing it. It was awesome. So, uh I know a lot of people give me shit for playing the HD collection first, but I enjoyed it. It was so fun, and it was a life changing experience that I had, um, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. So yeah, it was my first game. Then I played a PS2 emulation Silent Hill 2, way better experience, and then I played the enhanced edition all the way through, and I have footage of that, and it was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. So you think Silent Hill F will come out this year? So I actually think it's going to come out in 2026, early 2026. That's my prediction. Just because we haven't seen any gameplay yet, and you know what? I think they might be saving gameplay for a PlayStation State of Play because PlayStation doesn't have any games. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but PlayStation doesn't have any games. Most of the games that are on PlayStation is just third-party stuff. They haven't really made a console exclusive. It's just been remasters and third-party. And I think Silent Hill F would make an appearance in a PlayStation State of Play. Um, Not saying that Silent Hill F is a PlayStation exclusive. It's not. Obviously, it's not. It's for PlayStation and Xbox. But what I'm trying to say is that PlayStation would definitely try to have the first scoop of Silent Hill on their events. And by the way, PlayStation State of Plays, they suck now. They suck. Like there's just nothing to be excited about anymore. Like the last one was just it was laughably bad. They they just showed us stuff that we knew was already coming, and it was just a whole bunch of third party stuff that not nobody knew about. So that's why I stopped caring about state of plays. I remember people thought that Resident Evil 9 was going to be there. Wasn't It wasn't there, and I made a video saying that it wasn't going to be there. And there was people thinking that it was going to be Ghost of Yote or it was going to be a new Spider-Man game. Like PlayStation State of Play sucks. Like it kind of sucks to be a PlayStation fan because PlayStation hasn't been making any games in it, and the console is already at the later stages of its life. That's what they said. And if I heard that after getting a PlayStation 5, I'd be pissed. Imagine all the people that spent $700, $800, $1,000 on a PlayStation 5 during its release. I would be so livid right now. Hello, Joe. Silent Hill is dead. Silent Hill was dead, and then they brought it back to life, and now they're trying to keep it alive. But the question is, how long can they do that for? Because this is Konami we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. And these are the people that still have not made it possible for you to buy the original games on modern platforms. Like I've said time and time again, Konami will give you money. I want to give you my money for these games. You know, Xbox has been doing really good. I mean, Xbox is practically a large corporate conglomerate that has a whole bunch of studios underneath its wing. It's practically a monopoly. And of course, Xbox is going to have the coolest shit because they have the coolest devs. They have Bethesda, they have Activision, they have so much more. They had Tango and then they shut it down. But yeah, so they have Bethesda, they have Activision, which has Call of Duty, Blizzard. What other stuff do they have? And then they have their own first party exclusives. So yeah, so far Xbox has been winning with exclusivity, even though it's a timed exclusive. Um, their showcase events have been good, but people forget when the Xbox first launched, the Xbox Series X and S, they didn't have first party games for like the first year. You know, it feels like it does feel like Konami doesn't care about Silent Hill 1. It's like they only care about the popular Silent Hill games, like the really popular Silent Hill games, like Silent Hill 2 remake. That was a no-brainer. Uh Still fails to put out good games. Um well, they're making the new Doom game. That looks kick ass. Doom Dark Ages. And they're gonna make Gears of War E Day. Um so no, they're cooking. They're cooking. I was thinking about purchasing Indiana Jones. What do you guys think? Indiana Jones, that's like I love Indiana Jones so much. I have Lego Indiana Jones, and that was like my favorite game that me and my sister played when we were kids. And what's another game that we played that we were kids? I mean, we watched the movies a lot. I love Indiana Jones so much. I will. That's on my to do. That's on my want list. My wish list is Indiana Jones. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and theorizing with me and talking about Silent Hill F and what Silent Hill F means, and just predicting where the franchise is gonna go from here. I like talking to you guys because it gives me a perspective that I have not considered, and I like making content that asks 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 questions and speculates because I like speculating with the community. So, yeah, thank you so much for everyone that joined. Kansas, Beef Animal, uh, BTZ, he's probably not here anymore. Thank you guys so much.